How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Weeb Mine, and if you can't tell, things are pretty quiet in here. We only have a couple of these iPollos going, and to be quite honest, I'm not even sure if it's worth having those run, because we're starting to diverge out into the masternode slash smart node area, because besides looking for new coins and such, we gotta find some way to make a couple of bucks. Yeah, even these really low power efficient CPU miners, I don't even have them running. I could have them on Raptoreum or Theta or any of those Ghost Rider algorithms or something else, but it just doesn't seem like anything is really profitable. There's a few things out there that will get you pennies depending on efficiency, but even the iPollos here, because these are on EZIL, the Ethereum Classic Zilliqa combo thingy or whatever. And quite literally, I am pretty much breaking even on that. It's almost like future mining, hoping that the price of Zilliqa goes up, and not Ethereum Classic, even though we really need that to go up. It's crashed recently, and it's really horrible. It's hurting our pocketbooks pretty bad, and so much so that I've started using coupons, guys. I was one of those people who was like, I did, the 25 cents off, 50 cents off coupons and stuff like that. It's like, it's not worth the bother. I don't want to use coupons or anything. And then, my cousin comes over and he's like, oh, you're using coupons. Ha ha. I always made fun of him. And now I feel like a jerk. But whatever. Coupons save me money. I got to do what I got to do, right? So what we've been doing is, in my previous video, I set up a little masternode, that Raspberry Pi, right? And I went ahead and ordered another Raspberry Pi and set that up as a Linux server so that I can have another one set up at some point. But there's also masternode sharing, and there's a couple of sites that do this, and I'll go into it in more detail. But basically, there's a bunch of different type of people in the mining universe. Like, a lot of people, they don't realize that some people think it's like, oh, it's just the miners. Okay, there's people mining coins, and that's what they do. Or you have the people who are basically stock traders, your day traders, but they're just, swapping coins, buying low, selling high, all that kind of stuff and everything, which I've never actually had any luck with, really. I mean, the short period of time that I did try that, I did make, like a couple $100, but it took me like a week. I could spend my time better doing other things, maybe. But so I started looking into masternodes, and masternodes are kind of risky too. But the thing is, as long as you got patience and time, it seems like some of them are, a pretty decent deal. I'll go into it in a little bit, but between you got the day traders, right? You have the people who are the miners. That's me primarily. You have the people who know about the NFT scape. That they mint, trade, buy, sell, whatever NFTs, and they make money off of that, or they make their own. And besides all those, the one that you don't hear the most about are the masternodes slash smart nodes. Why is that? Well, out of all of them, it pretty much takes, especially if you're trying to set up a node yourself, it takes the most technical knowledge. And plus, you have to be really paying attention to things. What's your ROI? What kind of percentage is it getting? There's a whole bunch of stuff or whatever, and it could be really risky. Like, you can set up a node, you could be making 5,000 coins a day, and those 5,000 coins are worth a whole nickel. Is it really worth the time? Well, if it's a nickel every day and it costs you like $5 to get into it, then I guess that's okay. And I'm actually kind of surprised at how kind of warm it is. Like, outside, I think it's 46 degrees, something like that. But let's see what it is in here. This is 61. Huh. 61 degrees in here, 49 outside. So this actually kind of feels toastier than that. And the only thing on are the iPollos, the 5 iPollos. Those guys are actually keeping this garage nice and comfortable. That's amazing, actually. It shouldn't be doing that. All right, so let's go over here, crank this sucker up for just a couple seconds, get a little bit of heat out. Not that we really hear that. The creaking. It's so much pressure, it'll actually, the garage door here, it'll pull the garage door in and get all kind of crazy. Oh man, okay, well, I'm just going to turn these off. But it's really not much of, well, actually, hold on. Oh, jeez. I showed that before in a previous video, but I'll show it again real quick before I go inside and go over some things. But yeah, it just that's how much air pressure is actually coming through here. It's stupid. Just got to show that off. I mean, I'm proud of the air pressure, but at the same time, when all this stuff is running during midsummer or whatever, it's still not enough. So when mining starts coming back and being profitable again, I've got the plans as long as I got the money, but we might actually be selling a few things here and there inside here because, you know, I got to keep paying the bills, and maybe, just maybe, those master nodes could be my saving grace. I can only hope. Let's go inside. So guys, as you can see, I am sitting here and I am not mining anything. Well, that's technically not true. Now, there's been some coins or whatever that I've been trying to mine and get a little bit of stock on. You know, like I said before, you know, like when I put the video up for MuCoin, I never thought MuCoin would actually, you know, have been somewhat successful. I mean, is it going to be like this long-term great thing? Probably not, but who knows? I mean, everybody likes the kitties, like I mentioned in that last video. So, I mean, it could be really good. But, you know, before I start getting into the master nodes, I wanted to take a couple other steps. And before I get into anything else, of course, no financial advice here, not a financial advisor guy or whatever. If you do what I do, you do it on your own accord, whatever. All right. That out of the way, I'm going to start going over a couple of things here. Now, mining pool stats, this is where like a vast majority of people go, seemingly, to find new coins that pop up. There's other places to look them up, but this is a pretty good one to do. And I've already gone over a few of these guys. In terms of Theta, I've got that master node set up for Theta. And right now I think it makes $2 a day or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But let's see if there's a little bit of a price thing yet somewhere. Usually is. Probably have to scroll all the way down or maximize or minimize. Where the heck's the thing? Hold on. Got it. There we go. I made it disappear. Okay, so, oh, that's what it's down to? Ew, okay, so let's clear out delete here. 0.00077, and I've been getting about 23,000, 24,000 a day, so let's do that. 24,000, $1.84. I mean, it only takes 5 watts to run the stupid thing or whatever, so it's free money. I'll just keep it going. But the thing is, you know, Theta's still relatively new. There's still more master nodes coming up. They might have some more projects going. Who knows? Maybe it'll do better. Maybe it'll just keep going downhill. Don't know. Right now, I'm just stocking up coins. If I end up selling and making money, I do it, whatever. But that's, you know, what we keep doing with spec mining. Like Radeon is just, it's garbage, but it seems to be like somehow holding on at like a penny, almost 2 pennies. Whatever. I don't trust that one for crack. Ether 1, this one is Garbo. It's like King Garbo. It's horrible Garbo. I mined a little bit of it. I got like them to send me one for like an airdrop or something, and then it was like, okay, crap. It was done so horribly. And this Antanabakamanahan, whatever the heck this is, a Tanapi coin, nappy. And that's the abbreviation for it, nappy. Not even on any exchanges or anything. I got like an airdrop on this guy too, but it's another one of those. It's all it is a Raptoreum fork. It's Ghostwriter, a CPU algorithm. I mean, could I mine it and get another smart node going? Yeah, I suppose I could, but there was a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on their Discord, and it was just a complete and utter mess. Little word of advice to anybody wanting to announce coins. All right, one, don't assume that everybody knows how to program in Linux, because we don't. I don't. I had to relearn, okay? I had to relearn a whole bunch of commands, and if you ask me to set up a node right now off of memory, forget it. I need the walkthrough. I got bookmarks, many bookmarks. But to anyone trying to start a chain, here's a little bit of advice. Make sure that the wallet is working and working properly, not having to manually add nodes and all this other crap so that the wallet syncs. We all know you download a wallet, you turn it on, you let it sync, and then you go from there. A lot of these new coins, you download the wallet, it sits there, it does nothing. You can't get it to work. You have to sit there and edit the config file, try to add nodes and all. It gets stupid, right? So make sure your wallet works. Make sure you test the pools, a test net or something, so that the pools work and things don't crash and get all stupid. And then you have to realize that a lot of people, the miners, are looking for a home. We're looking for a home. You have to have a pool that can handle a bunch of people smacking it at the same time. Also, doesn't hurt to have some exchanges lined up, some listings lined up, as many things as you can, so that when you announce your coin, you have all this stuff behind it, all these plans, everything laid out, and you can be like, hey, we got our blank together, right? And everything can be pretty good. Ether 1, not so much. That coin? No, definitely not. The only one recently that I've really kind of liked, Apex Cash seems to be doing okay, but this Chi blockchain, that's the only one that I really kind of like, and it's been tanking in price, unfortunately. It looks like right about here or so, you see my mouse, somebody just decided to sell like all the things. Maybe it was a pump and dump, maybe it wasn't, maybe just somebody had a bunch of them and they were like, I'm taking my money and running, don't know, but I kind of like this one because they did what I just kind of suggested. They had their crap together. Okay, so I give them the benefit of the doubt. I sat there, I mined it for a while. I got, I don't know, like 450 coins or something like that. Whatever. But other than that, there's really nothing new coming up. Like, I'm not bothering with Atamanana coin. I'm not bothering either one. Vaporeum is another complete and utter mess. Radeon, the guy's delusional. Apex Cash, whatever. I don't know. I don't like that algorithm, but that is what it is. And this Dynex coin, I'm waiting to see something happen with this because I just don't know. It's like Vietnam. The main node's Vietnam. That doesn't imbue trust and whatever in me. It just doesn't. I know Vietnam's, up and coming in the world and everything and doing pretty good over there. Proud of them, actually. But and not enough now. No. All right. Well, I was going to be looking at Trade Ogre here at some things or whatever, like Meow Coin here. And I'm glad I sold my Meows. I sold my Meows, guys, and I actually made a good call. I made more than what that is, of course. The Oxa needs to go up and some other things, but I am off the back path here. Now, one other thing I want to mention is Ezil here. This guy, this is the only thing that my iPollos are doing. ETC plus Zilica right here. See, I don't want to click the join thing. I just want to see the pool stats. Here we go. ETH plus Zil. Basically, I'm making just enough with the two coins combined that they give you to warrant leaving my iPollos on. If they took out the Zilica extra, I just turn them off because it's worthless. I'm literally like making all 5 of those machines combined. I'm making like a nickel if I'm lucky. And since the price of everything keeps going down, it's probably even less now. I don't even know what the price of ETC is right now. What is it? I'm looking. It doesn't have it listed, or I'm blind when it's. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I got an awful lot of Ethereum Classic. It keeps going down. Makes me sad. It's bad. But anyways, this is what the primary thing for the video that I kind of wanted to get into, and it's this might be the future, or at least short-term future, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm kind of grabbing at straws because, mining has been my income, my primary source of income for the longest time. And when mining is not profitable, that means I have no income. So I have to find different avenues. And this is one avenue that I'm hoping I can do a little bit and be smart about it. Now, got to keep in mind that there's other places where you can do this stuff. You can host your own nodes. You can pay these guys like $1 a month, depending on whatever master node, to host it yourself. Or you can do the master node sharing, which is primarily what I'm doing right now. Essentially, you come in here, you find a coin you like, you buy it. You have to get the wallet and everything, but you come in here, you find the coin, you buy it, you try to get it as good a price as you can. You get so much, and you basically own a master node. Well, when you're sharing, even if you don't own a whole node, you get part. It's just like iNodes for Raptoreum. Everybody knows that side, and they do that with that and Firo, where, take Firo, for example. It takes 1,000 coins to make a complete node and to start earning interest. Flux has something similar. Pretty much the same, actually. But if you don't have enough Firo, say I got 200. Well, if there's 4 other guys with 200, that's 1,000 right there. So we all put our stuff together. We have a master node, and then we split evenly the profits. The pool itself takes a little bit of a fee for hosting it and all that stuff. That's what these guys do. And it's one of those sites where it's like, okay, I could potentially make some money, or I could really, really lose my behind on this. I don't know, but I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I think I've dumped like $5 or $6 grand in on this already. And that's, some people might see this video and be like, you put that much money into it, you're so stupid. And there's other people that be like, well, it depends where you put it and what you do. And hopefully I'm kind of sort of doing it right. I'm still fairly new, so like I said, don't take this as financial advice. You guys are going to need to do your own research. But here's one thing that I did, okay? And this lunarium here, all right? This is a very, very new one. They literally just listed, and some of them you can buy and sell the coins right here, and it's all Bitcoin related, right? Well, this here, there's like no volume. There's no nothing. I mean, if I want to sell my stuff, I have to sell it like super cheap. It's not really a good coin to get into, but the thing is, it's brand new. Maybe it'll go somewhere, maybe it won't, I don't know. Since it was so freaking cheap, I decided, okay, I'm going to, and right here it says masternode, you need 100,000 for your own node. Well, it's a shared node, so that doesn't really mean anything. But I decided to get enough to where I've got 6 nodes myself. Supposedly each node generates 21 cents roughly. Those are euros. And it's about $1 or so right about now, whatever. But so 21 cents times 6 is $1.20 a day. If I can sell it. And that's the big if. So, you know, you have ones like this that are really garbage. And then you have, Sapphire's like big money. Or at least it was. So you can potentially get $13.41 a day right now. Maybe. And I kind of want to stock up on some of these because this is for yesterday, it was pretty good. But we'll see. But you see the ROI, it's like, oh, you're getting 300% per year depending on whatever you put in. Okay, that's really good, okay? It sounds great. What it sounds great and what it is way, way, way two different things. Okay, let's go here. Now, these are some of the coins that I'm in on, all right? And before, a lot of people are like, oh, why are you showing the deposit address and all this stuff or whatever? It's fine, okay? One thing is that for every single coin that you have here, you have to download their wallet. You have to sync it up. You have to create a receiving address, etc., etc. You need an actual physical wallet. And every single one of them, you encrypt and back up. Every single one of them. Password protect, node protect, passphrase protect, which is what I use, the big crazy like 18,000 words or whatever the heck it is. So that way, it's pretty secure. So I ain't terribly worried about it. But let's take like Walla coin here, okay? Yeah, this guy right. Oh, they're way down here. This guy right here, okay? Let's see, 10/8. So that's about 5 days ago. And since I purchased it, I have made, let's say, 600 coins. Okay, let's go up to here. So where is it? Masternode sharing. Do that. Find Walla coin. Clicky. And then let's see. Okay, we want to get some Walla coins, right? We made 600 of them since we bought in, so we want to sell 600. Well, let's see. This guy's buying 500. Let's just bump that up to 600. And at that price, that's how much Bitcoin we earn. And let's see, BTC to USD. That's $28.86 over the course of 5 freaking days. Better than nothing, but it's not good. But here's the thing. This is just their built-in exchange. You can go to other exchanges. You know, what was it? Byrank, ZegX, CoinEx, a whole bunch of different ones. Gravix, whatever it is. Whole bunch of different ones and stuff, and try to get things. Like this is what people are selling at right now. So let's take a different amount here. Do that. 500. Copy that. Go over here, and at the lowest sell, it is $103.07 over the course of 5 days. It's a little over $20 a day. I like that. I'd do that all damn day. $20 a day, then stack that up with a couple other coins, and if I can somehow work the market, it could actually be pretty good. Potentially, there's potential there. And let's see, I'd probably make that a little bit bigger so everybody can see. Hey, I upload in 4K for a reason, right? But that's the problem with this, is that it's risky, and this moves, okay? Like at one point, this up here, this says if you have a masternode right now, on average, you're going to be making $12.78 a day, which sounds great. It sounds absolutely freaking wonderful. But the problem is it's not. It absolutely is not. That's a rough estimate, a very rough estimate to go by, because I've seen this on this particular coin at like $58 a day, $112 a day. It adjusts accordingly depending on what the last buy or sell or whatever, what last transaction was, and assumes, well, if it stays at that, you're good to go. And some of these are just like really, really freaking high, but not so much, right? Let's see. Let's go to the general list here. So, do I want to suggest which coins are worth getting into? Absolutely freaking not. So this is for you guys to research, look into, and if you guys have any interest in getting in on them, there's some that you can get in on real cheap. The only thing, like I said, no financial advice. I'm going to reiterate that with these masternodes because some of this stuff's risky. Is see down here? That's a 75% fee for that one. Kind of highly suggest that you go nowhere near those. If it's 2% or 5%, that's perfectly fine. But some of them, see, that's 75%, that's 50%, that's 29.18%, 75%. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And some of these, are brand new. Look at this. Return on investment, 1,447% for ASA coin. When I first saw this, it was 2,500%. Pretty quick. So, if anybody has any advice for me, since I am still fairly new at this, please post it in the comments. Are there a few where it's like, hey, these guys have been around for a long time? And that's one of the things I looked into, is which one of these have been around the longest, which one has the best returns, which one is basically trustworthy. Like this Lunarium guy down here at the bottom right. Literally, I think it was last night, they just kind of lit it up, and I own 6 of the 21 active nodes that are on iHost here. And I'm not a sponsor of iHost or promoting them in any way. This just happens to be where I go. I want to make that clear. But is it going to actually do anything? Is it worth getting into? It's brand new. It just came out. Maybe it will be. Who knows? And here's the thing, and I do need to mention this, is that right now, with the way the economy is, right now we are in a global recession. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any countries or heads of government out there right now that want to admit that, but I really do think that we're in a global recession right now. And if things keep getting worse, it will turn into a global depression pretty quick. If Putin over there decides to light off a nuke, instant depression, global. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. And where are the cryptocurrencies going to play out in all of this? Okay, is it going to be a safe haven? Are people going to bail and go back to fiat? What are people going to do? Man, it's scary times. And these masternodes are, they're a pretty good risk, but I'm trying to do my research, and I'm trying to get in on the ones that have been around for a while or are really, really cheap to get into, higher risk, but they're cheap to get into, so that if these over here do good, but this guy or Lunarium takes a crap, then hey, I don't lose out on very much at all. But if Lunarium does take off, I got 6 nodes, so all y'all go buy some, help me out, right? Jack that price up. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. I know I was kind of rambling on a whole bunch of dumb crap here, but like I said, I don't want to sit here and recommend one coin over the other, because I honestly am still trying to get into it myself. There's a few coins that if you force me to be like, hey, you have to recommend at least 2 or 3. There's some that I would recommend, but I'm still not going to say, because I don't want the price to go up before I get into it, to be honest. So once I get into it and, maybe make a couple of bucks off of it, if I do, I may or may not. I will definitely do another video follow up, and I will make a little bit of other suggestions and such. But, like one thing that I read was something with the Sapphire coin, like taking a huge dump or something like that. I don't know if that was the case. I really don't. There was some other coin I saw, like a post that was like, oh my God, the world's going to end. And then like the price dipped, and then it came back, and the same guy was like, oh, the world didn't end. There's so much crap going on in crypto right now, and this one is just another rabbit hole to dive into. And I am going head first. Wish me luck, guys, and I wish you guys luck. We'll catch you in the next video.